Don't Hide the Plug brings you quality hats such as the Old New York, Clout Kings, as well as Nationality Hip Hop. All hats are created through a partnership with New Era. Don't Hide the Plug is continuously pushing the lines of the culture through fashion. For hats, clothing, as well as other merchandise, visit www.don'thidetheplug now and get yours.
Shoot a block, cooker.
You already know the vibe. You are now rocking with BLOKK live here on BLOKK. Everybody's welcome on the block. To be a part of the block, just subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn the notification bells on so you're updated when we drop new content. You already know the vibes. Cooker. You already know the vibe. Live on the cook up show. You already know we cooking up, getting to it. It's a lot going on with the Big Pun situation. Fat Joe, Big Pun's sister. You know, if you haven't heard what's going on, Big Pun had a street naming after him, and that's a big deal, you know. That's most definitely a big deal. You know what I mean? It's a big deal to have a street named after you. You know what I mean? Me and my brothers was talking about something similar and getting a street 98th in Riverdale named after my father, R.I.P. Lem forever, you know. So that's a big deal. So I don't understand why he would miss it. You know, Cuban Link also came out and responded to Fat Joe's comments in response to why he missed it or why he doesn't deal with the family, in his words, to say, you know. So I want to go into first Big Pun's sister, and we're gonna see what she was talking about the situation, you know, because being in the streets and being, you know, a lot of people die and people get tattoos, they get your name tatted, all types of stuff. But your kid be out here hungry. They never go down the block, and it's right down the building where they stand and probably making money at. They don't go down the block and go give your kid some bread, or your mom's is twisted. You know what I'm saying? Go, yo, look out for mommy. You know what I'm saying? Used to be by mommy crib all the time, by his mom's crib. She used to make y'all dinners and all that. You don't go stop by his mom's no more and check on her and make sure everything's okay with her. You know what I mean? If you really love somebody and you really rocking with somebody, we can't just be saying it and just be pouring up the liquor and doing certain things like that. You know what I mean? We got to also follow through with actions and support, most definitely, the people that that person loved. You know what I mean? Regardless of situations, let's try to support the people that the person that you loved. You know what I mean? So I'm going to get into Big Pun's sister first, and we're going to see what she was talking about the situation.
Good morning. Back on. Had a hiccup. Good morning, Jamal. I saw you was on here a few minutes ago. Well, anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and talk because this is something that's pre-recorded and can be listened to in your own timing. Big Pun Plaza. That was a long time coming. Everybody can agree on that, right? Everybody could agree on that. And it was something that myself, his wife, other friends and supporters try to fight for. But it took a long time, but it came, right? So it shows, you know, never give up, keep fighting, and things will happen. For all of those people who showed up and showed out, thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. My family loves you. But the problem that I'm having is, now listen to my words, because now if it bothers you what I'm saying, then you it. You it, if it bothers you. And I really don't care. But for those of you who are family, who are blood, and who were capable and able to come to this event for your blood street name. Remember what I said. For those of you who were able and capable, were off of work that day, were within walking distance, had a car, had well-known notice way in advance. Listen to what I'm saying. All right? For those of you who are blood, I'm going to say it again, who were able to come, who were capable of coming, who were local, who had a car, who were within walking distance, who happened to be in the area shopping, but chose not to attend this wonderful event of Big Pun Plaza, yet got mad tattoos up your arm, Chris, Big Pun, fuck you. Fuck you.
It's crazy.
Fuck you and fuck you and yours. Okay? Do me a favor. If ever in my presence, don't talk to me. Don't say hi to me. Don't even breathe next to me, because I'm going to smack the shit out of you. Do you understand? I hope you do, because I mean it. And anybody who really knows me knows I mean it, and we'll do it. Okay? So for you family members, you blood members who are capable, able, but just chose not to come, yet want to represent him, yet want to use his name to get into clubs, yet want to use his name to, for whatever reason you want to think of, but couldn't show up, fuck you. Fuck you. Now, for those of you who did not show up, family blood-wise, but had good reason. You know what I'm saying? You were far, you were sick, you were ill. That's understandable. This is not for you. All right? So listen to my words, because people tend to, like, you know, twist things up or change what you're trying to say. This ain't for you. Now, the one that is for is the one that is feeling it right now, because that means you it. You know that you fucked up. You wrong. Matter of fact, after this video, all of you with the tattoos should go and get them redone and put a dog or cat on top of it, because you don't represent us, man. You don't really represent us, because we loyal.
It's crazy.
Now, for those of you who's not blood,
she laying it out.
Part of the team, all right, and claim love, twin. I can agree with you, Cuban, on this one.
Anybody that can relate to this, put some comments in there. Let me hear what's going on.
But didn't show up for whatever reason, because the presence of someone else, whatever, is not an excuse. All right? My sister-in-law and I have been going at it for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to put our business out there. If you know it already, that's fine, whatever. But my sister-in-law and I are on a different path right now. But for a long time, you know what I mean, we were at it with each other. She knows why I felt a certain way and vice versa. You know, this is past stuff. This is not stuff I'm trying to bring up as fresh. This is old stuff. But with all that, for example, at one point I could have been the presence of my sister-in-law. You know what I mean? The emotions was crazy. But I made myself that day come by myself. I didn't come with people. I didn't feel a need to bring anybody with me. I went solo dolo by myself, because nothing was keeping me away from my brother and his street name. You know what I mean?
That shit is real, man. Like, when you listen to her voice, you can hear the pain in her voice. You know what I mean? It sounds like she crying. You know what I mean? You know truth when you hear truth. You know what I mean? You can feel it. You know what I'm saying? It's just something about how a person says things that make you believe and really, really feel that something is really true and coming from a true place and not from a place of hate or any other place. It's just coming from a place of real truth.
But thank God I did go, because it turned out to be a wonderful thing. The energy was great with me, my sister-in-law. I was able to see my niece and nephews, give them a hug. I mean, I met my grandnephew. It was beautiful. You know what I mean? So I have no regrets there, and I'm so glad. And again, we're adults now, so you know, when people grow up, and you know, it's time to move on, put things in God's hands. I was just wondering, Remy, where were you? I didn't see you. From my understanding,
Shots.
you are where you are because my brother found you.
Big
Now, if you have a
Pun
good
found
reason
Remy
why
Martin.
you wasn't present, then please, I give you the benefit of the doubt. Go ahead and explain yourself and just say, you know, I was able to attend Pun's thing. Let it know for whatever reason. But if you have no reason, shame on you. Shame on you.
It's crazy.
And again, I understand you don't deal with people in your presence you don't want to be around because you want to avoid things. That's no problem. But you could easily just ignore them. When I don't want somebody, I ignore them. I act like you're not there, like you don't exist. You know what I mean? I just don't understand people. But besides that, my biggest problem is the fake as blood relatives that walk around with the tattoos and yeah, you know, my cousin was Big Pun. You know, fuck you. You're fake. You're fake. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if anybody ever came to me and says, yo, are you related to so-and-so? I'm saying, no, I don't know that nigga.
She's shooting
I
off.
don't know her either.
It's crazy.
It's really, it just bothers me because I don't know. I'm cut different. I was raised different. I was, you know, I come from a crazy background. And one thing my brother taught me is loyalty. And it don't matter if you're scared. You're gonna suck that shit in. You're gonna go up here. You're gonna show up. You know what I mean?
Real shit.
So it just really disappointed me for that reason. So I just want to say, you know, those blood family members that were capable, but chose not to. Fuck you, and don't ever come to my face or say hello to me. Don't give me no fake hug, whatever. Don't get it twisted. I come across very humble.
Let me know what y'all thinking about this situation. Leave it in the comments.
But don't
subscribe to BUILDINGBLOKK now if you haven't.
Don't
it's
do
crazy
it.
Though.
Don't do it. All right. So to avoid anything or any other issue to keep family apart, just stay away from me. Stay away from me. This Big Pun Plaza was a real big wake-up call for me, and eye-opening. So I respected those who were in the presence around people they may not like, sucked it in, act mature to make it a wonderful day. And then for the other ones who, you know, claim to be all tough and you know, you got so much money, you go take an airplane, a helicopter, whatever. Then where was your fucking helicopter that day? Where was your plane? Where were you? Damn, at least send somebody from your family to represent you. J-Lo, where were you, girl? My brother loved you like a sister. Where were you? I'm just wondering what a lot of people were. And then on top of that, you supposed to love the Bronx too. Where were you? I just don't understand. And I hate it. Like, I hate this virtual thing with this whole COVID thing, because when I have conversations, one thing I hate is to have conversations from afar. I love to talk to people face to face. I love to talk to people. I like to see your emotion. I like to see your eye, your contact, all that good stuff. I don't like talking from afar. I don't at all. I like to talk face to face. And if anyone is bothered by this and would like to talk face to face, I have no problem with that. You know what I mean? I really have no problem with that. I've been back in New York since 2016, February. I'm here. I'm always willing to meet up, whatever, by myself. So, you know, it's okay. Let's have breakfast. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Because I have a lot to get off my chest too. You know what I mean? If you feel like you have to tell me something. So I welcome it. I love it. I love a good argument. It turns me on. Okay? But you should be really embarrassed, man, if you family, blood, or even raise this blood or even consider yourself family, but just chose not to because of your own selfish reasons, because you felt like you couldn't be in the presence of this one because of, man, that's bullshit. Stop it. Stop it. Because there's people in the presence of you right now that can't stand you, but are only there because you have money, because you have fame, all right? But they don't like you either. They don't want to be around your ass, but they do. Now, don't get it twisted. You're not bringing down my joy. This just, you know me. I've had a lot to the day I die. To the day I die. When my brother was alive, it wasn't about money. It wasn't about nothing, because he actually didn't help me with anything. You know what I mean? If anything, I had to wait till the other ones get help first, because he felt that I was on a good path and that I could take care of myself and I could wait and hold on. So even without getting anything, I'm loyal to my brother. I just love him, and I would love him to the day I die. Matter of fact, people don't even know that. The day that my brother passed away, I wanted to go. I wanted to be with him. What stopped me was the fact that I had 2 children of my own at that time. But at that moment, oh man, I wanted to disappear. I saw the trains. I was like, I'm gonna jump in front of this damn train. I'm telling you,
Damn.
I could not be away from my brother. I still struggle with it to this day. You know, I don't play his music. I don't do none of that. You know what I mean? I got his plaque up or whatever in my living room. But other than that, I don't be playing the videos, nothing like that, because it kills me. It really, really, really kills me. It really, really does. But again, on a positive note, Big Club Plaza was a wonderful event. I'm so glad that I was able to see my niece and nephews, meet my grandnephew Ether. He's adorable. Saw Cuban. I haven't seen him in about 18 years. It's been a long, long, long,
We're gonna
long
get into
time.
Cuban next, because he got to take
Happy
on
to
this
see
whole situation
Gilly. I
too.
love you. But damn, there's just those blood and people who consider yourself family that
Gilly was
I just don't
Pun's
understand
assistant.
you. I just don't understand you. I don't know if it's me. I could be the presence of people I don't like. I just think I just don't act like you're there. You don't exist.
That's crazy though. You know what I mean? She did shout out a couple of people. She shouted out Gilly, who was Big Pun's assistant, and she shouted out Cuban Link, who came up with Big Pun, and him and Big Pun were very close as well. You know what I'm saying? So Cuban Link even been in the media lately, and he got a take on this whole situation too as well. You know what I mean? But my heart goes out to the family, to her. You know what I mean? I can see the pain in her voice and in her just even talking about that situation. You know what I mean? And anybody that lost somebody, I know that we can relate to that. You know what I mean? So if you've lost somebody, you know what I mean, most definitely my condolences to you and your family. But we're going to get into Cuban Link and see what Cuban Link had to say about this situation, because his name has been swirling in some of the comments on social media as well. So we're going to check out what Cuban got to say. Let's check out what Cuban got to say real quick. Hope y'all hearing that real clearly.
Address Fat Joe and Mr. Joseph Cartagena and his respond or his statement to the Big Pun Plaza.
This is Cuban Link's response
And as far
about
as,
Fat Joe missing Big Pun street naming, Big Pun Plaza.
Vanessa, Amanda, Chris, and myself, and everybody that was there. It was a beautiful event at Fordham and Grand Concourse. I know, if you don't know, Big Pun has gotten the actual certification of having his name on the street sign. Big Pun's Plaza will forever be there, and that's a great achievement. And it's something that is, you know what I'm saying, is praised around the Bronx. It's a beautiful day. I wish it could have been more publicized because it's a big thing. It's not just something that you can sweep under the rug. Something that should definitely get national attention. Not just Bronx, not just New York. It should have been all around the 50 states, according to what his stats was. Touching everybody in America and past America, in the world actually, who listened to his music. So it should have been something that should have been.
Did you know that the average adult has 5 to 20 pounds of toxic poop in their body at any given moment? Seems crazy, right? All that poop just sitting.
Publicized and spoke about more than what it has been talked about. And we still got time to do it. As far as him talking about he doesn't want will ever stand next to us. When I say us, those are the names that I just dropped.
We're going to listen to Fat Joe next.
Came from Pun. Listen, it's never been about that. You know what I'm saying? He says Pun was his twin. And he says prayers. He said his prayers to Pun. Pun has been gone for 20 years. So his prayers, you don't usually use the word prayer to people like that who's been gone already. You know what I'm saying? Like, his prayers to Pun. Like, he's not here anymore, like physically. So, you know what I'm saying? He's definitely watching from above. And he's being represented from down here in Earth. So, another thing is that, if you love Pun, like you say you love Pun, usually love has a trail of actual physical attributes or things that you have done for him. Right? So if you love Pun, what you have done for him, I want to know. We all want to know what you've done. You know what I'm saying? Since you love him, and I want to see what things in his name have you fought for? Because even the war had been a problem with you. You know what I'm saying? Like keep rethinking the war every year, like we said we was going to do. It was really my idea to do the ball, and you know what I'm saying? And we was all there, but I was the first one who did the first of all. It was my idea to tell TAT to actually paint that, and I paid for it, through my budget to paint the first Pun wall in Rogers Place once he's third. So after that, it's like the street, the actual street naming, for a street to be named after Pun was actually something that I would have expected you to take control of and make it happen way back. Remember, it's 20 years, and this is when it's getting done. That's because of the pressure and the consistency of the people in Liza. You know what I'm saying? And what she have done. So you knew Ruben Diaz, right? The mayor of the Bronx, or you know what I'm saying? The political side. Ruben Diaz Jr., right? I mean, he's part of the government's branches, and I think he could have been on top of that. If he would have been on top of that, the way like he got to our best friends, this war would have been. I mean, this name thing would have been happening for trying to get his street name back there. You know what I'm saying? Because he was doing a lot of events together. And, you know what I'm saying? I would figure that you use your power and your love for Pun to make that happen real quick.
That's real.
Passing, you know what I'm saying? In 2000. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. There's things like that I would expect you to have the power to be pulling strings to make happen for Pun, and you haven't. You never did it. You never did it. So I want to know what love did you make a foundation for him? A big Pun foundation where his fans could
It's crazy. You make a foundation for Big Pun. Damn, son. How you don't make a foundation for him, son?
represent him. Did you? I know we already know you didn't do nothing for the family because of what I'm saying, your relationship with Liza. So if you're talking about you love your brother,
Subscribe to the channel now.
you're supposed to be
BLOKK on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel.
What have you done that showed your love towards him? Because I want to know. We all want to know. Since you keep saying you love him. You know what I'm saying? I want to know. So yeah. And you don't have to be worrying about standing next to us or to me. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to. I wouldn't want that either. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want that either right now. You know what I'm saying? I understand. When you stand next to the truth, saying it's difficult. It's difficult to face the truth, and I understand that's why you don't want to do it. And you command and you teach your peoples and your family not to stand next to us because it's gonna feel different. Because when the truth is the truth, lies can't stand next to it. Usually,
That's a fact.
they don't feel at home in that
That's
house
a
of
fact.
lies that they spent 20 years, building. That should have fucking implode all them lies in 1 second. So I understand. I understand that. And but I'm just saying, what I'm saying, when you gonna stop lying, man? Say the truth, man. When is
It's crazy. That's his take on it. But some things I could relate to on that. You know what I mean? You can't get a foundation in his name, nothing. Did you bless the family though? I don't know, because people say things and he probably been doing that because we don't know the story. We don't know the ends of that. You know what I mean? Probably did. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you bless people to a point, and then when you say no, now all of a sudden you a fuck nigga and you all listen, you all types of shit. You know what I mean? Just because it's not, you know what I'm saying? And you might not even be on some no shit. It might just be no, not right now. And they think you a hater or you a fuck nigga because of something like that. So that's pretty crazy though. But I want to go into the Fat Joe real quick and check that out and see what Fat Joe had to say about this. Real quick with y'all, man. Real quick.
First thing is,
shout out to Prophet
God
Muscle.
bless my brother, the one and only Big Pun. He got a block named after him today, Fordham Road. If you've never been to the Bronx, that is a hell of an accomplishment. Big Pun Plaza on Fordham Road and the Grand Concourse. I was watching. I was tuned in. My prayers is up for Pun. Everybody on this side of Terror Squad, prayers is up for Big Pun. I seen Khaled on the notes. All of us praying for him. And so if you don't have good things to say about somebody, I'd rather you not say it. So me, I could not go over there because there were people over there that I just ain't feeling. And I ain't never gonna feel. So when everybody DMs me or says your little thing and the whole Terror Squad, yo, bro, I will never stand beside these people ever in life. And I know I'm trying to keep the light, but I'm just letting you know. When you try to bring a dude's character, in my life, all I have is my word. My word is my bond. I've never broken my word for nobody. If I shook your hand and I told you it's peace, I shook your hand and I told you it's peace. If I had a problem with you, I let you know. And so I'm not standing beside nobody talking about, yo, let's do it for Pun. No, I'm not. When you slander me and you slander my word and make me look crazy for 2 decades in the hood, I cannot stand next to you. I'm never standing next to you. My kids is never standing next to your kids. Nobody's standing next to nobody. We just ain't doing that. And so when we talk about the legacy of Big Pun, we talking about.
But he could have still showed his love without standing next to people.
You've never heard me nor nobody on my side ever talk disrespect or ever bring down Pun. All we do is uplift Pun, call him an icon. Because we're still relevant 20 years later and we're that strong, people have to salute him the right way because his brother's in power and they know he's watching. And he the real one. And so I know I might get some of you people mad, but That's on you. Last year, we did a tribute to Big Pun in the historical Radio City Music Hall. The Locks came out, Buster came out, Beatnuts came out, the whole world. And something that I never disclosed, and I'm not trying to talk down on nobody, but I invited his son, who raps, apparently, to come and do Big Pun's parts. He declined. I invited him when we bigged up Big Pun in Radio City Music Hall, one of the biggest venues in the world, where every rapper in the world was there, where it was the biggest shit in the world. But they declined. That's cool. I was the bigger guy and awful. It's okay. You know, he was a kid when Pun passed. He don't really know the story. You gotta listen to what was told to him. So I respect that it's all good. But we gotta salute the one and only Big Mother Pun, Big Pun Plaza. We love Pun.
For real.
To the day we die, we represent. See, a psychiatrist. You can't tell me how I love my brother. I love him to death. And we was there. We was there in spirit. We was there. And when I go to New York, I will take a picture under Big Pun Plaza. It's my brother. You got to understand that you can't erase me. You know, everybody takes credit after the fact. Nobody sees the journey. You got to know who's the executive producer on them albums. You got to know who was picking them beats and bringing them artists on there. Who was dressing my man, who was giving them his deals and all that. So, you know, the other side gets mad when I take an inch of credit. All right, so let's say I don't take credit for Pun. I'm still rapping 20 years later. Top 10 right now. Y'all got me real confused because everybody likes to throw a little, but nah, bro. I never made $1 off my brother since he passed away. Gave all the rights to his wife. Simple. If you want to know what's going on, ask them.
That's
they
real.
All the rights. They own it.
They don't talk about that part.
They do, they do. So that's the bottom line, brothers. So legendary Big Pun did it up to date. Why wasn't in the street of Bel Air? I just told you, bro, where you been for 20 minutes. I love Big Pun.
The internet be different.
I can't stand next to certain individuals. You want me to say it all night?
That nigga just came in and said, what?
We moved on past that shit, bro. We love Big Pun. I discovered Big Pun. I executive produced Big Pun. I gave him his deal. Big Pun, my brother. And we were there in spirit. But I'm not going to stand beside people who've been trying to drag my name for 20 years, bro. When it's not true. And all you got to do is
I can
follow
relate
my
to that,
track
though,
record,
in
brothers.
some senses, but
That's it. Joe Crack here with you. I'm a legend, bro. I'm here with you every night trying to lift you up. If not, I'm opening business in the hood. If not, I'm trying to bring up our community. If not, I'm trying to give back food to the people.
You know, he made some good points. You know what I mean? He made some valid points. You know what I mean? They ain't talking about the bread and all that. I know that's a fact. They most definitely ain't talking about she got the rights and different things like that. You know, I don't really hear anything coming from the wife. So the wife should be situated. This could be money issues as well. When people disgruntled, ain't got no bread. You know what I mean? Next thing you know, here they go with the stories. Now they on TMZ. And now they dragging your shit. You know what I mean? So, you know, this shit is in the public opinion, man. It's in the public court. Is what y'all think about that situation. You know, if you think whatever, just leave a comment. Let me know what you think about it. But I do want to see Big Pun's naming ceremony and check that out. See what that was looking like.
And for them down, baby. Today's that day. We appreciate every last one of y'all.
That shit was nice. For the family.
DJ Switch.
Man, they had that shit live out there. He got a nice spot too, yo. That shit like a junction.
When I said fly leather jacket, I know they gotta be Grandmaster Caz in the building.
If you've been to Brooklyn, you know where the junction's at. And how the corners meet. And how it's live over there. Yeah, you see how it got that angle to the how that street is. Yeah, that was a nice event, man. I don't know, man. You heard Nicky Rodriguez's story, Cuban Link side of it, Fat Joe side of it. I don't know, you know. I think they all got a point. But, you know, I don't think that should overshadow the legacy and the memory of Big Pun. I see Red Alert right there. You know, salute the Big Pun. SIP, RIP, Big Pun. Most definitely was an icon. Most definitely inspired so many people around the world.
We starting this up, baby. We gonna start it up right now. Monumental day, monumental. Super Bowl, Liza. Eat the real, special, star, Lord.
Nah, that was a dope event. Most definitely a dope event for Big Pun. In the memory of Big Pun, a dope event. Salute the Big Pun. Most definitely was a dope event for Big Pun. And it is a big thing when you get a street named after you. So many people, so many big icons and big names never got a street named after them. So that is a big thing to do, whether you do it in life or you do it in death. So salute the Big Pun on making achievements even after his death. You know, he was most definitely one of the greatest artists, one of the greatest rappers. He pushed the level of music. He pushed Latin artists, Latin rappers, you know, first person to go platinum, double, and all of that. So he most definitely broke a lot of records. So salute the Big Pun. You always with us. BIG too. You already know the vibe. You know, for more content like this, subscribe to the channel. Uda, subscribe to the channel now. Like I said, everybody's welcome on my block. To be a part of the block, to subscribe to the channel, turn your notification bells on so you're updated when we have new content. Know the vibe, you know the vibe. Every one of my videos, you already know, is sponsored by Don'tHideThePlug.com. Don'tHideThePlug.com. You could get your dope new era fitteds. Don't Hide the Plug is a new brand merging out of Brooklyn, cooking up, doing dope things, doing it for the culture. So if you want to know more about www.don'thidetheplug.com, that's where you need to go. You see it on the screen. Salute to everything. Salute to everyone. If you want to be a part of the block, you already know what to do. We cooking up all day. We cooking up all day. You already know.
Don't Hide the Plug brings you quality hats such as the Old New York, Clout Kings, as well as nationality hip hop. All hats are created through a partnership with New Era. Don't Hide the Plug is continuously pushing the lines of the culture through fashion. For hats, clothing, as well as other merchandise, visit www.don'thidetheplug now and get yours.